Hey guys, check this out. Just got this brand new 72-inch tiller. Picked it up from the auction. I can't believe I still got it for the price that I did. It's about a $4,000 tiller, and I got it for less than half. TMGRT185. And the plate on it here says it was made in May of 2020, so it's just a few months old. Heavy duty. That's got to be good. Now it's I think you consider this an offshore brand type tiller. However, pretty much all tillers are made offshore, so it just doesn't have a big name brand. But it's got 9 tines. Some assembly required. It did come with a shaft. I think it's a little too short, but we'll have to see whenever I get this thing mounted. Some assembly required, just the 3rd length attachment here, which bolts here. It's also got a plastic cover that goes around to cover the PTO shaft. I think it's dry, so I have to put gear oil in it. Came in the frame. I was just checking out the instructions. They're pretty good to read. It is a converted Chinese to English just from the wording. That's not a real problem. Tells you all about greasing it. But what I really like is that it breaks down every part of the tiller, and it gives you a part number for every part of the tiller, which is very useful for somebody like me that fixes his own stuff. I don't have to go looking for part numbers. They're all right here. There's a website online for TMG tillers. It's very solid, very strong. I can't see there being a problem with it. So I'm going to grab the old tractor, see if I can put the spears under this frame, bring it over to the garage, take the bolts out of this frame, lift it out, and have another look at it. Oh, something else that I really like that most new equipment has, which I don't have much new equipment, is the kickstand. That makes it so easy to hook up. Anyways, let's grab the old Z-Taurus and we'll get it out of the trailer here. really heavy duty. You can also slide these back and forth like typical. So pretty much got it together. I got my third link mounted. All the hardware is really heavy duty. You can also slide these back and forth like typical rototillers if you want to offset it. It does have 9 tines. Here's a little information sheet. 72-inch. 9 flanges, 54 blades. Got to put gear oil in it. PTO shaft speed's 540, and I believe the tiller speed is about half that, maybe a little bit less. 40 to 60 horsepower. We have lots of that. That's not a problem. Off and on. No idea. Just going to lube up my shaft here so I can get my PTO shaft. I'll never know easily in the future. Now something that came with it was kind of hooked through here. If anybody knows what this thing might be used for, please let me know. A way to hold the PTO shaft up when you're done with it, I don't know. This thing doesn't reach either side. Also 2 hooks here. Perhaps that's a way to hold the PTO shaft up when you're done with it, I don't know. This thing doesn't reach either side, so it's a bit of a mystery. Pins for cat 1 or 2. The top and lower hole to adjust the height. Of course, it's got pads on the side that are fully adjustable. I have to grease that fitting there. Also, grease guns out. Very well built. I'm impressed. I think I've seen some of these online too. They have a brand name of Titan, and they're very similar. Maybe just instead of these being black, they're red, but everything else is the same. Anyway, we'll continue the assembly. Pull this out of the frame, set it down, and we should be good to go. I've gone ahead and assembled this thing, bolted up the third link and whatnot. Now this hook that came with it that I wasn't really sure. To me, it's kind of like it would just hold up the PTO shaft somehow like this, which would be awesome. But I don't know. I called customer service and they don't know either, so they asked me to send them pictures. So I've done that and they're going to get back to me. Hopefully figure that out. But anyway, let's lift this out of the frame, set it on the ground. Time for some gear oils. Got my gear oil here. I took the vent out. I'm going to fill it from the vent. And I'm going to wait till it comes out the bottom. Put a lot of oil into it so far. Oh, there we go. Put our drain plug in. Put a little extra squeeze in there just for the heck of it. So now the oil will sit about right here at this level, and as it turns it'll self-lubricate everything else. Put our vent back in. So I've got my vent out here now on top of the gearbox, and if I look down inside I can see a little bit of oil, but nonetheless. I'm going to fill this up about halfway. There really is no way to tell where you should be. Gearbox is half full of oil, which should be plenty. Once the gear starts spinning, just like the chain drive, it'll throw the oil everywhere. Should be enough in there to lubricate and cool everything down. Tighten that up. Look over here, tighten our bottom drain plug up. And we'll snug our vent up. Each one of these is a different size too. Bottom 17, this is 19. The vent on top of the drive box is 7/8. Okay, we're tight. We're good to go. Here's just a quick look with the back flap up. All the tines under there. My old tiller had a single chain. This is nice. It's got a dual chain. But everything's about a quarter inch steel. This is just 3/16 here, but very solid. I'm very happy with this. Stay tuned for when we put it into service. We'll definitely see how it goes. Thanks for watching the video on this new piece of equipment we got here. We'll see you again.